Acknowledgement. This video is produced and published on behalf of Sociocracy.Academy, at the registered domain Sociocracy.Academy. Now, let's continue. Enjoy your listening experience with the Sociocracy in Action video series, by Adrian Zarif, founder of Sociocracy.Academy at Sociocracy.Academy. Transparency as a foundation in sociocracy. In sociocracy, transparency is not merely a value, it's a structural principle that shapes every process within the organization. By ensuring that information is openly shared and readily available, sociocracy creates an environment where trust can thrive and decisions are made with clarity. This level of openness lays the groundwork for meaningful participation, accountability, and shared ownership, all of which are essential for effective collaborative governance. Why transparency matters in sociocracy governance. Sociocracy distinguishes itself from traditional hierarchical systems by promoting distributed authority. This requires clear communication and accessible information. Transparency in sociocracy helps everyone understand how and why decisions are made, what roles are responsible for what, and how feedback loops operate. When members have access to the same data and reasoning, their contributions become more informed and aligned with organizational goals. Sociocracy enhances trust through transparent structures. Trust is essential in any governance model, and in sociocracy, transparency is its most powerful catalyst. From role selections to policy decisions, the visibility of processes ensures that people feel seen, heard, and respected. Sociocracy doesn't rely on blind faith in leadership. Instead, it builds trust by allowing all members to witness and participate in decision-making procedures openly and consistently. Transparent roles and accountability in sociocracy. In sociocracy, roles are defined with clarity, and their responsibilities are made explicit within the circle structure. This transparency removes ambiguity and helps prevent overlapping duties or power struggles. Each person knows what is expected of them and of others. When combined with regular feedback and evaluation, this fosters a culture of accountability and encourages proactive problem-solving. Sociocracy supports learning through transparency. Organizations practicing sociocracy benefit from continual learning, driven by transparent feedback loops and open communication. Lessons from past decisions are documented and shared, enabling the entire system to evolve more intelligently. Transparency ensures that both successes and failures become collective learning opportunities, rather than hidden challenges that repeat unnoticed. How transparency strengthens consent in sociocracy. Consent decision-making in sociocracy depends on everyone having access to the same relevant information. Without transparency, consent loses its strength, as objections or approvals may be based on incomplete data. When everyone is informed, the consent process becomes more robust, leading to wiser, more resilient decisions that genuinely reflect the group's collective wisdom. Transparency and power dynamics in sociocracy. By making information accessible and decision-making processes visible, sociocracy addresses hidden power imbalances. Transparency neutralizes informal hierarchies that can arise in any group by ensuring that influence is based on roles and reasoned input, not on status or behind-the-scenes politics. This shift creates a more equitable space where everyone can participate meaningfully. Sociocracy circles operate best with transparency. Sociocracy structures governance around circles, semi-autonomous teams with defined domains. For circles to function effectively, transparency in meeting agendas, proposals, objections, and outcomes is crucial. This visibility allows circles to coordinate with each other seamlessly, avoiding duplication of effort and enhancing strategic coherence across the organization. Scaling sociocracy transparently across organizations. As sociocracy scales within an organization, transparency becomes increasingly important. Coordinating multiple circles requires clarity on how decisions connect and who is responsible for what. Transparent documentation and communication practices support the cohesion and integrity of the system as it grows, making complexity manageable and collaboration sustainable. Embedding transparency into sociocracy culture. Ultimately, sociocracy thrives when transparency is not just a process but a cultural norm. This means cultivating habits of open sharing, active listening, and information stewardship throughout the organization. When transparency is embedded in everyday practice, sociocracy becomes more than a governance system, it becomes a way of working and relating that empowers people and strengthens organizations from the inside out. Ready to take the next step in your sociocracy journey? Visit our official website at sociocracy.academy, and subscribe to our official Sociocracy Academy YouTube channel to stay inspired by upcoming episodes in the Sociocracy in Action video series by Adrian Zarif, founder Sociocracy Academy at sociocracy.academy. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and keep the conversation going.